Hello, friends, and welcome. Welcome to Master of None and Friends as we talk Star Wars Day. I mean, I got to watch The Bad Batch last night. Did anybody else get a chance to catch that
Yep, I
earlier
definitely
this
did.
morning?
Yep.
All right. Initial thoughts. I don't really think we should get too heavy into spoilers, just for the fact that there might not have been some people who watched it, which is understandable. So, yeah, I mean, just kind of like initial thoughts on some more Star Wars content. Eddie, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I was happy for it, especially oh my gosh, the way I felt when I saw the Clone Wars logo burn away and into the Bad Batch. I was like, ah, gosh, what the hell?
Oh,
And
yeah.
and the thing about it is, obviously, we already even when the Clone Wars first aired, we already knew what was going to happen towards the end anyway. But just I can't get over the fact that we actually saw it like in that type animated form, and then we see it again in the first episode in the beginning. Oh, oh my gosh, people were not liking it. We were like, no, don't show Order 66 again. Crazy.
No, it was awesome. Hey, it's Saggy.
Hey, what's up, Saggy? Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Look, she's driving. She's driving.
Yeah, I'm driving, guys. Hey, guys, how are you? Yeah, it's RJ.
Oh!
I'm with Wrinkles.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not much. I figured we'd hop on. May the fourth be with you. Nanu and all that good stuff.
Right. I almost wore my Starfleet uniform and then just kind of acted all confused today. Like, what's going on?
You should have. I'm about to do that. Be like, may the fourth be with you guys.
Live long and prosper. Yep. Oh, heck yeah. Did you get a chance to watch The Bad Batch first episode?
Who?
Saggy.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Disney Plus.
Gotcha. No, fair enough.
Remember we had this discussion, Brian. I don't want to get Disney Plus because evil Disney. Ho ho.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's where it's at, though.
There you go. Yeah. Very, very true. RJ, what do you think about the episode there, bud?
I really enjoyed it. It was, what was it, about 71 minutes long? Pretty meaty episode, almost like a mini movie. So
yeah, I was blown away, especially since a lot of the stuff that's come out recently has been like little short blips and blurbs there, like with the Mandalorian and stuff. So like, it was good to actually have like an epic, punch in the gut as a way to speak, is to get you going. Now, the one thing I like, and like I said, I'm not going to get too heavy in spoilers, is the fact that we've seen Order 66 from so many different angles now. Like if you've played Fallen Order, you get to see it from there. Of course, episode 3, but like the last season of the Clone Wars, you got to see that with the expanded on that. So I mean, it's like so much better to see all the other stuff, and then like the characters that they use to introduce into the the story at this point in time.
There was plenty of surprises in this episode too, which I was not ready for. Like I was just, oh, okay. And there's like, here's the thing, like the Bad Batch episode in the Clone Wars, it's like, oh, this is okay. This is nice. I don't know if I want to follow a whole series with these characters, but now I'm like, oh, okay. I get it now. I'm on board. Because, like I said, I like seeing the history of Star Wars from different perspectives,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something that they've really, really done well.
Especially in HD, there's going to be 16 episodes. It's going to be a 16-episode season.
What?
Yeah, 16 episodes.
Oh, no. This is where it's at right there. Like, thank God Star Wars is back.
Yeah.
But no, aside from talking about the Bad Batch, another thing I kind of wanted to talk about, it's kind of firsts. Like, when was the first time you actually experienced Star Wars? Like, what was the first movie that you watched, or was it a TV show, a book series that got you into it? I mean, there's lots of different ways to get into Star Wars, and it's always curious. It's always interesting to find out. I mean, I'm sure most people got in through the movies and stuff like that, and then kind of just branched outward. But I'm always just curious to see if like some people might have gotten in through like the video games or something like that. You know what I mean? So, Eddie, what was your first taste of Star Wars, man?
The Clone Wars. once it aired for the first time, I was like, oh, this stuff is pretty good. And then I didn't know it was live action or anything like that. So I was for a while I was just watching the show. I was like, damn, I wish there was more to this than just. And obviously there was still a couple of seasons left with the Clone Wars, but I was like, I wish they could expand more on this until I found out it was a series of movies and stuff. I was like, oh, it's a franchise, live action. So I just watched all the movies, and then that's it. The rest is history. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, for me, is that a sleeping bag? What is
I
that?
feel like I'm trying to figure that one out.
It's a jacket.
Oh, it looked like a sleeping bag. I was like, you guys going camping or something?
Yo, show them this. If they don't know what that is, I'll be very
No,
disappointed.
RJ might. The rest of them won't.
Yo, let them know.
He has
Show them the sleeve.
Oh, is that a My Hero jacket?
Yeah, it's a My Hero jacket. I don't know
Yeah,
why
it's
he
a-
wanted me to show you guys like it was like the best prize ever. Show them this, they will know this, and they will like.
No, so for me with Star Wars, the funny thing is, like, I want to say, okay, so the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters was Revenge of the Sith, and I was about 6 years old, I think.
Damn.
So yeah, little RJ saw younglings getting murdered on the screen, so that was interesting, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't feel bad for you. The first Star Wars movie I saw in the theaters was The Phantom Menace, so.
Yeah.
But I think for me, where Star Wars started for me is I think I saw the original trilogy on VHS, because like that's back when VHS was a big thing when I was still a kid. I don't remember if they were the originals or the special editions though. I want to say that they were the special editions, but I'm not for sure. And really, where it all started for me, like where I really got into like super into Star Wars, was playing Lego Star Wars. Those games, Lego Star Wars is where like
those games are awesome.
Started,
like Brian,
yes, sir.
This has been bothering me for like years. I can't remember it, but you would know because you guys are Star Wars fans. What is that movie that was the little girl and the little boy and the little Ewoks? What movie? Which Star Wars movie was that? Because that was one of my favorites, but I just remember it was like a little girl.
Just put them on Disney Plus too.
It's Ewoks, the Caravan of Courage.
Caravan of Courage, and then it was like 2 Moons on Endor or something.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
2 Moons on Endor, I think.
Right, because I remember it was like a little girl and a boy, and I always thought it was like Leia and Luke as kids, which wouldn't have made sense, but I was confused. But I was like, yeah, that was one of my favorite movies. I love that movie because it was all about them with the little Ewoks and just living with them, and it was like the cutest thing ever. And I was like, that was my favorite of all time Star Wars movie I have seen, and I feel bad for saying that because it's like it doesn't have much to do with most of the story as far as like the rest of it, but it was my favorite one.
Yeah.
No, those are the ones that I remember watching those. I'd go over to my cousin's house. I just remember the giant spider.
Yeah,
like,
wasn't there like they made those like they were made for TV movies? I remember that, but didn't they make Ewoks cartoon? I know they made a Droids cartoon. I could have sworn there was an Ewoks cartoon.
By the way, may the 4th be with you. Okay.
That's right.
He just says I know. He doesn't even actually say that.
No, my first was the VHS of Empire Strikes Back. Like I was born in '83, so like I couldn't. Infant me wouldn't have remembered watching Return of the Jedi, anyways. But yeah, no, I got in with the original like 3 movies that were changed with the special editions. The first theater release I saw was the Phantom Menace. Yeah, and that's just because I mean, in the '90s, I was old enough to actually go watch movies and stuff. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I think one of the most underrated things for Star Wars for me though is the 2D animated Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. Like that was before the CG cartoon and the CG movie came out. Those specials were amazing. They're like a collection of like mini shorts, but they released them all on DVD, like making like basically like full episodes and movies. I love those. They just put them back on Disney Plus, man, and I want to rewatch them soon.
Oh heck yeah! No, I like how they brought back a lot of the classics by Saggy. But no, I think that's really unique that Eddie, you got into it through the Clone Wars, man. That's kind of what I was saying. It's like I think everyone has their like own experience. Like for video games, I had Super Star Wars like on Super Nintendo, and I just remember playing the hell out of that game. but I can only imagine like what the games would become, in the coming years. Just like the evolution of Star Wars games, pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it's even right now people could get into it. It's cool that stuff like this type of Star Wars can kind of get lots of people united for just talk about it. Just it's fun just to talk about Star Wars in general, and everybody. It doesn't matter at what point you get into it. Just that as long as you like. I don't know. There's lots of feelings when it comes to Star Wars. To be honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm like looking forward to like the sequel to some video games now. Like have you guys played Fallen Order?
Yeah,
are you looking forward to Fallen Order 2? Like as much as I am, like
I cannot wait.
I cannot wait for this game to come out. Like
and here's the thing too, like I have no clue where they're gonna take the story, but
exactly.
Yeah.
I just kind of hope they run it concurrent with some of the live action stuff that they've got going on. Like meaning, like I hope you know what I mean. Like how
bring Cal Kestis into live action, man.
Yes, and then not only that, but like how they're doing with all the shows right now, to where everything's building up to the sequel trilogy. That's what they need to do. So it's like I think it would be really cool, and if they brought in Lor San Tekka.
Oh yeah, Max von Sydow.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was more of a character that was kind of like not necessarily like an Indiana Jones type thing, but like into artifacts and into stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be really kind of cool if they were to work together in a way. It would be really cool just to kind of bring it all together. Let's see here. Jedi Fallen Order is the.
I get what he means because like you can't cut the stormtroopers' limbs off and all this and that,
but no, I like Cal Kestis better.
Do you guys want a Battlefront 3?
Yeah, I think so.
I do.
Here's the thing: Battlefront 2 when it first came out was trash.
Yeah, I know.
It did a lot of bad things. It pretty much almost killed EA as a company.
Microtransactions, and Bob Iger had to step in.
Yeah, Bob Iger himself had to step in. It ruined the EA Star Wars deal, but eventually they did fix the game, and it became something really awesome. Like
when they made Capital Assault, that game mode was just epic. Like
if Battlefront 2 would have released, like let's say like when they did the final update, if the final update was the version we got at launch, it would have been probably one of the greatest Star Wars games of all time.
Well, I think it's one of those games that suffered from like they just put it out there. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the same thing with the first Battlefront.
The story mode was weak. You know.
Oh, you didn't like Iden Versio?
No, I liked it, but I thought it was weird that they had to add like a prologue, or an epilogue onto it. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay. No, I want to see Janina Gavankar come back and play. Like, why the hell can't we have Iden Versio now?
Yeah. Like, I'd like to see like I want to see her during like the original trilogy running around. Like I want an Imperial series. Her as a star,
Possibility. Or either that or have her running around with the Mandalorian during that time. You know what I mean? Just
that's true.
The New Republic Rangers of the New Republic kind of thing. I mean, that's something that she could be involved with. So
yeah, I'm still mad at EA for canceling that Amy Hennig game, the Uncharted looking game that they were doing by Visceral Games. Yeah. That still makes me so mad. 'Cause that game was going to be like I think like a bounty hunter game. So it's just a shame we canceled it. I know Ubisoft's making a new open world story based game. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that. But I don't know. One of my favorite of those games was the original KOTOR.
Oh yeah, apparently they're doing a remake by Aspire Media, who did the remasters of like the Jedi Academy games and this and that. They've been working with those older games for a while now. So if the rumors of a KOTOR remake are true, I can't wait. Like KOTOR is one of the best games of all time, man. So
this is true. This is very true.
Eddie, you ever played Knights of the Old Republic?
Oh no.
It's on if you have Xbox, I think it's on Xbox backwards compatibility. So
yeah. It was like I was like $8.99. I bought it on the store. So like when my Xbox Live runs out, I actually have a game to play every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean those games are so good. I mean the characters are amazing. Darth Revan, Bastila especially.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, especially that. And I mean, granted that I mean they're not canon anymore, but I mean they're still just rich stories. I mean,
They're not canon anymore, but they're canon in my heart because
that's
it
right.
takes place so far ago and they could still exist.
There you go. There you go. But let's see here. Oh yeah,
Sure.
dude, KOTOR 2, Republic Commando. That was a fun game.
Yeah, they just re-released Republic Commando on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So,
Hey, Sir Nerdlot, what's up, buddy?
did you guys ever play the Jedi games, Outcast and Academy? 'Cause
Yes.
I played Academy all the time, where you can make your own Jedi pupil. And you can like pick which if you want to be a dark side or light side user. I love that.
Jedi Outcast. I played that for GameCube. The Kyle Katarn ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they bring Kyle Katarn into like the sequel trilogy era, like with Mandalorian or something, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
At this point, they could do it. Why not?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, they could have probably brought him in when he went to the Seeing Stone on.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I was surprised there wasn't a Jedi there. But I mean, it did set up the Luke return, which is awesome.
Yeah,
So.
that is true. It did set up the Luke Skywalker return.
No, Eddie, we're not talking about.
All right. Let's talk about the Last Jedi for a little bit. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, because I'm just saying. Obviously, and look, like I'm saying, though, everybody has a right to be a fan or whatever. But obviously, those people might have some celebrations as well, and you know how they behave. I wonder what they're gonna say about the. I mean, the only thing to talk about really is just how the fans are reacting to everything, and then the Bad Batch. But I doubt they're gonna say a little girl is at JW.
Yeah,
Omega.
I'm waiting for the spin on that one.
Yeah, I like Omega. She's fine. Just,
Actually, they did announce something. So you guys know that. So they have the Disney World. They're doing the hotel, the Galaxy Star Cruiser. So Disney's been developing what they call a real life version of a lightsaber, like a true energy beam that can actually look like a lightsaber. So they just put out a video showcasing it. It's wild.
Oh man, I have to check that out. Damn it.
Yeah, I think it's on the Star Wars Twitter page.
I like Omega. See, the other thing I'm wondering is like, if they're gonna get into like more of the cloning stuff, are we gonna see like, the Grogu situation in the Bad Batch?
Maybe now.
You never know. I mean, that's what I'm very curious to see. I mean, we know. I mean, this isn't a spoiler. We saw this in the trailer. Fennec Shand from The Mandalorian is going to pop up in the show, and they're definitely going to be building a lot of. I would suspect that Bad Batch might have a lot more Mando connections than we realize. Maybe. I mean.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping. Like, I want to see like, who is Omega? Like, who does she turn out to be? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like what I like about that period of time with Star Wars, because it's like, oh, who could that be? It's like the whole who's Rey's parents thing, you know?
Because how many years take place between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope? It's like what, 15 years, I think.
19.
Okay, 19. Okay, I thought it was like 15 to 16.
Well, because Luke Skywalker and Leia are 19.
Okay, so it is 19. So I mean, you got 19 years to explore that time period. There's a lot. I mean, the Obi-Wan series takes place during the Bad Batch timeline. So,
well, that's kind of why I liked Rebels, the series, and Rogue One, because they kind of butt against each other, and you ended up with Hera fighting at the Battle of Scarif. So it's like,
oh yeah, and it's Saw Gerrera pop up in a couple episodes of Rebels,
and maybe he might pop up again in something else that we just watched. No spoilers, guys. No spoilers.
I can't wait to see Darth Vader. To be honest, I didn't mention Anakin too in the show.
Oh yeah, no, Anakin is awesome. And I want to see more live action Hayden Christensen.
They hinted at the voice actor that there might be some more stuff in the future with Anakin. So we have to wait.
The voice actor was talking about that. I wonder if it's like for a video game or if it's actually like animation stuff that they're doing.
Yeah,
You know?
no, we're in full agreement there, Mr. Cernard, a lot. Yes, Caleb Dune was awesome. I was like, did they just say Depa Balaba? Is it about to get real in here? Like,
never saw that coming. I'll just say that.
no, like not at all. And then I was just waiting for the Order 66 because I mean, once you set yourself in that position, you're just like, oh, okay, well we can.
Because it started off with them finding the droids. I was like, oh my gosh, the war is over, and you're about to hear those words. And once I saw that clone, the communications thing, I was like, damn, you about to see Palpatine any second now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, it's like, and then they showed that like they played the speech he gave to the Senate.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you saw that animated in animation form, which is really neat.
Yeah.
It was actually interesting though, seeing it from their perspective. The Bad Batch, obviously, they're overwhelmed by everything because they're like, well, everything's different now. Like it just happened. Like they went right into the Empire. They didn't even wait to take some time. They went straight to it. I was like, damn, all these, and then all the chips making the clones act differently. They basically are stormtroopers now, even though they don't have
they're slaves now. They're basically slaves,
Yeah, and the way they're acting, everything's like the Jedi. Nobody's asking questions or anything. It's like, and I feel bad for all the Jedi that were in Kamino when that happened.
Oh, dude, could you imagine? I hope they. Well, I'm just saying, like, I would love imagine they did like a horror movie where it's like Jedi are trapped on Kamino when Order 66 launches.
With that scene, whose body was that? Which Jedi was that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Whoever's stationed on Kamino, I'm assuming, but
yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm just saying, man, like a horror game or something. It's like you're the Last Jedi standing with thousands of clones coming after you.
Well, it's kind of how you feel when you're playing Fallen Order and you're trying to get away. It's like you don't have any powers, really. No lightsaber to speak of.
There's just a lot of good stuff to look forward to. I mean, we got Bad Batch, obviously, but Book of Boba Fett, man, this December. We have not. I thought maybe we'd get a trailer today, but maybe it's too early. They don't want.
Yeah, the day is still young.
And they want to compete with Marvel right now.
Probably give us some concept art, maybe, but I don't think about a trailer.
True.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think the Book of Boba Fett would even be about, really? Like his rise, like trying to rise up in the ranks of like being a crime lord, or?
Yeah, probably something with the crime syndicate or something. Something like that.
How's it going? Yeah, no, I'm sure it's probably going to deal with like taking over one of the Hutt cartel type situations, or dealing with the Niktos and stuff like that. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to find out what happened to Crimson Dawn.
I just thought about something. Okay, so I'm not gonna get into Bad Batch spoilers, but what if Book of Boba Fett is about Boba Fett meeting Omega? And the reason it comes out in December is because Bad Batch will be over by then, and you'll see that part of that story continue.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just throwing theories out there. But
well, the other thing I was thinking is where's Kira?
Yeah.
Like at the end of Solo, like
I think they're going to continue that story in the Lando show though that they're coming out with. Because they said Lando will be the Donald Glover version that's going to spin out of Solo. So I think they might pick up some of those story threads there.
Possibly.
I would like to see that, make Lando the Solo 2 movie, kind of.
Well, who took over Crimson Dawn after Maul died? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Did Kira take over Crimson Dawn? And since we're dealing with crime cartels, I mean, why wouldn't we see it in the Book of Boba Fett?
No, for sure. That would be interesting. Yeah, because I mean, have they ever established, because I know they said, okay, so Darth Maul formed Crimson Dawn pretty quickly, right? It's like somebody on the side before he got exiled a little bit and started going with the holocrons, Ezra Bridger and all that. So there's like a little chunk of time, about a couple years, where it's like Darth Maul runs a crime syndicate, which is so crazy to me.
Yeah, well, I know. I definitely feel. I agree, certain a lot. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot more of Omega. I think they set her up to be a big player. So like,
Yeah.
it's always one of those things. It's like Star Wars is not very subtle about that kind of thing. They're just like,
introduce a mysterious character with a mysterious past who's connecting with the main heroes. Yeah, definitely a lot of big reveals coming with her.
well, and then I like not only that, but with that, has anybody read or listened to the book Lords of the Sith?
I've heard of the book and I listened to bits and pieces of it. I haven't actually read and listened to the whole thing though. I know it's very good. Like it's like
it really is, and it was one of the
Yeah.
first books that they came out with the whole started putting out the new canon books. But anyways, it kind of takes place right after Revenge of the Sith, where Palpatine and Vader are kind of getting to know working with each other, but the troopers that they're with, like a couple of them were, one or two of them were conscripted, and one of them was an old clone. So it's like I want to see what happens to some of those old clones. Like, what happens? Do they end up sending them to like the spice mines, and that's where they end up? You know what I mean? It's like some kind of weird slavery situation, or is it more like the ones that want to be in the military conscript, and the ones that don't kind of just go the Rex way? You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah. Speaking of Rex, though, I would love to see Rex come back in like live action.
oh yeah,
Because what's the actor's name? I keep forgetting his name.
Tamara Morrison.
Tamara Morrison. Thank you. He's probably so happy because he'll get to play every single live action clone.
I mean, look at how deep Bradley Baker feels. He in Bad Batch, he voices one of the main characters. He's making money out of there. He's definitely making money.
That is very true.
Can I give a shout out to D. Bradley Baker though, man? Because that's incredible to voice every single clone and be like the main character of every single voice line in the series, and he gives them all each a different personality. Even in the Clone Wars, he did that. Every clone felt unique with his voice.
That has to be hard behind the scenes. He has to be tired though, like voicing back and forth.
Yeah, and them talking to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the Bad Batch. It's like, dude, you gotta have split personalities. It's just like go through all of those guys. Well, I like Crosshairs. Like his chip didn't necessarily it functioned kind of. So I was like, oh, interesting. Like
Yeah, and
that was because he had those tendencies, but he wasn't really like fully,
Yeah. Do you guys think we'll ever see like Commander Cody in this show or like in a future thing? Because Cody's super popular, and we always wonder what happened to him.
I was like wondering like what's gonna become of like the Imperial Guard. You know what I mean? Like there's so many layers to the Imperial military. It'd be really interesting to see where the Clone Wars ends up, kind of.
Yeah. I will say though, I hope they. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say because I do want this secretly, but like, don't bring in like too many Jedi's in the Bad Batch. Don't have Ahsoka running around for like a majority of the season or something.
There's hardly any left, so I might as well.
Something. I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't want it to be like they run into Jedi's on the run every other week.
Yeah, kind of like the Vader comic run where it was like Vader was going after Jedi's trying to get to earn his, like, to get his lightsaber and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, because this show can definitely give us the origins for a lot of people. You might see a bunch of younger versions of some characters we know. I mean, if anything, we already saw Tarkin post, and he was already with Palpatine already when the Clone Wars was still going on. He was already on his side with all that stuff. But we might see Thrawn or something, a younger Thrawn. When it comes to the Jedi, I mean, we already know where a bunch of them are, and obviously there's some. If anything, they could create some new Jedi too, but I don't think it'll go to that type of level where we can see one every week. Probably towards the end of the first season, we probably might see someone. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure we will to a point. I just don't want to see like ones that we already know about. I don't want to see Yoda. I don't want to see Obi-Wan again. I mean, I liked what they did with him in Rebels. And I kind of hope they expand upon that a little bit in the Obi-Wan series coming up. But like, yeah, no, I kind of agree. And Lewis, yes, that's kind of how I feel. I think the Bad Batch should be about the Bad Batch, but in the same token, talk about some of the stuff that happened, with the transition from the Republic to the Empire. Like, I think that's really interesting to find out what happened to the clones. Like, they're clearly not there in A New Hope. You know what I mean? So it's like, did they retire? You know what I mean? Like, did they just, because in the episode Tarkin was talking about conscription, like being cheaper, and that's just recruiting people and stuff like that, or taking people by force, or however they do it. Let's see here. No, I don't think she's gonna be a force sensitive either, Eddie.
I mean, she is. They did say she was enhanced, but I doubt. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because we know what they're doing, like in the Mandalorian and stuff like that, with their experiments and stuff like that. But I mean, it wouldn't make sense that they would try to do that. But I don't think she's force sensitive.
No, see that's the thing. I'm wondering what will they bring? Like, will we get to see Grogu? Like, because we know that they were doing experiments about making Force clones. So like,
oh man, what if there's like an episode where they run into a Jedi that's like trying like harboring some kind of cargo, and the Bad Batch are commissioned to help them, and the cargo is Baby Yoda. It's Grogu.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That would be funny. Actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but Samuel L. Jackson was posting stuff. He's wearing some Mace Windu t-shirts today. It makes you go, I just want to see Mace Windu come back, man. I'm not saying he has to like survive the attack, but like,
no, but come on now. If there ever was a vehicle to get us,
he could have landed on a vehicle, Yeah.
He could have. Well, I don't know. I guess he's strong enough to do it with one arm. I guess hold on to something.
Right. Well, he did get this shit shocked out of him. It was like,
no, but they keep saying it doesn't make sense because of how how much he was on board with the Jedi and everything they stand for. So why would he let all that stuff slide with the Empire? Like wouldn't he try to fight? I get it. With the trauma, all this stuff, Chalky was in, but I don't know if it makes sense that he just kept quiet or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you guys ever think we'll get an answer to like who saved Grogu in the Jedi Temple? And do you think it's like a major character, or is it gonna be like a new character?
I think we're gonna know in this show.
Oh, in Bad Batch? You don't think they'll do it in like Mandalorian?
You might get like a flashback of the temple, like stuff from somebody's perspective, maybe. Like a Jedi who was on a run after, like during that, what happened in the temple.
Here's the thing, also too, I was thinking about, right? So Mandalorian season 3. Like, we know they're doing stuff with Bo-Katan and the Darksaber and, like, the quest to, like, reclaim Mandalore, right? It's going to be, like, the major arc of the show, how it ends, right? Here's my thing, though. Can you do a season 3 without Grogu? Or do you need to bring in Grogu and a new actor playing Luke Skywalker?
They can do it without.
I just think Grogu's too popular to leave behind, though.
No, that's just to say that he won't be in his own, like, a different show. We're still going to see Grogu, trust me. But I just, with The Mandalorian, probably. I mean, I'm sure he'll come back, but I just don't think, like, I think it's being different. What I really want to see out of The Mandalorian is what happened to Mandalore.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see him work with Bo-Katan and, find out what happened with the Purge. And I want to know where the Mandalorians are during the whole, sequel trilogy. And
that's a good one. I actually want to see. I don't think Luke will have his own show, but obviously he was trying to rebuild the Jedi Order until Kylo Ren did all that bullshit. But I want to see like the first, like him starting off, finding people and trying to train them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Or like the basics of the academy. Like I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a young version of Ben Solo. Like.
That would actually be pretty interesting.
Actually, you might get one.
I still think you might get a Luke show with like a Sebastian Stan maybe, or like.
Well, and if they did that, like I said, young Ben, like they were running around together at that time, so like I would not be opposed to seeing that one bit.
To be honest, when I keep seeing Sebastian, I don't think he looks like him at all. To be honest with you,
and he looks totally like Mark Hamill.
Like people are just using the Photoshop and everything like that. You see people say it all the time. I think
even Mark Hamill said that he's on board with it, man.
I think they could get other people that look exactly like him. It's just he's a bigger name, that's why. But I think I don't know what they do. If they do it, look, I won't complain if he becomes Luke. I'm just saying.
Nah, they could always deep fake it though. HG, come on, brother. No. Ben Solo was awesome. He was the highlight of freaking Rise of Skywalker.
He's the best part of the sequel trilogy.
Dude, when he turned face at the end and like jumped down the thing, I was like, ow. I was like, that's what I would have wanted to see. I'd paid to see an extra hour of that. Like,
I wish I'm not gonna be negative today. I just wish I liked the Rise of Skywalker more. I really did.
There were redeeming parts of that movie. Trust me. Like,
there's some good stuff I like. It's just there's just some stuff in that movie that just rubs me the wrong way. And sadly, when you fumble at the finish line, it makes the whole journey to get there feel worse. But I mean, I still like. I'm not gonna poo-poo anyone who likes those movies, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, no. Like I said, for me personally, they all, you take the good, you take the bad. You know what I mean? It's like with Star Trek, they're not all winners. You know, there's a couple movies out there that are just kind of straight duds. Let's be honest. But like, I feel like Star Wars is kind of in the same boat. When you have a bunch of movies, they're not all going to be great. You know, so you take the good, you take the bad. No, I as far as like, you know, the sequel trilogy goes, like The Force Awakens, I dug it. I mean, I think everybody did. It was the first time we really seen.
I don't know. I remember when I first saw
Star Wars in years, man.
I loved it.
The hype train, the speculation. I mean, it was so much fun to sit there and talk about who's who, and you know exactly. Yes. Well, I think they just kind of combined them, the Solo twins. And it's kind of interesting now that they're basically cherry picking from Legends for, you know, story beats and stuff like that, which is cool because you have a little bit to start from. So like when Kathleen Kennedy says, "Oh, we don't have any source material to work with," it's like you kind of do. But,
yeah. Well, speaking of source material, you guys ever think we'll see Mara Jade come to the Disney canon?
if we see a Luke Skywalker show, yes. Or some kind of a Jedi Academy show, yes, I believe we will.
Yeah.
Here you guys go. You know.
Yeah, Brie Larson is going to play Mara Jade.
Well, I mean, if it's during I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the High Republic. I'm going to wait for that one to come. Nerdwallet, it was Wolf, McGregor, and Rex, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, they were the ones.
I know it was Rex and Wolf for sure,
and I'm pretty sure McGregor. But that was because they were on the that crawler and out in the desert. Oh man, let's see here. Man, that's just heat, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a positive day, man. We're not talking about
no. This is true. Though. Like, there's tons of source material that they could have adapted into different movies and stuff, which would have been just fine. Let's see here, Janice Solo. Yeah, I mean, it would have been like more interesting for like the character of Rey. I think maybe she wouldn't have gotten as much heat from all that if it had been more of a character that a lot of the EU stands would have got behind. Because that's the thing I think where the sequel trilogy fell short is because Legends, everyone had their mindset as to what happens after the trilogy, and it's clearly laid out in Legends that everybody loved. You know what I mean? So it's like when they changed that and then they didn't go with that exact story. So then yeah, exactly. Are you trying to trigger me, bud? Are you trying?
I mean, there's a good debate on it, to be honest with you.
There is no debate.
I get it though, because of there is a thing of raw talent and stuff like that, like raw power.
Here's the thing: Max Landis was the one who started that whole Mary Sue thing, and Max Landis is an idiot. So
I said it last night, and I'll reiterate it here for the people in the back. She grew up on a desert shithole. Okay,
She had to fight to survive every single day.
she had to scrape and scrap for scraps, literally.
I get that, but what does that have to do with the Force, though? I get it if she could fight and all that stuff, but not the Force.
But see, okay, when the Force taps people, kind of like it did with Luke Skywalker in the Death Star trench run, where he kind of just lets go and stuff like that. He takes an annex course on Dagobah. Like his Force training, comparatively speaking to Jedis that were in the temple and in the academy, completely different. Like he got the Cliff Notes version on Dagobah. So like, yeah, no, Luke Skywalker, he was a Mary Sue too. So I mean, if you're gonna call Rey one, you got to call Luke one.
I guess I no problem saying that, but
I mean, it's like how are you gonna show up as like whiny bitch for the first two movies, and then Return of the Jedi, you're just like throwing down like a badass. It's like, all right, well, where'd you learn that?
At least he trained.
Well, it's true, but
I know you're gonna say something. No, it is true though, because she did train off screen. I guess I'll give her that, but like, but that's what was one of the complaints. Her training and her doing all this bullshit out of nowhere with rocks and everything else. I get it. The raw, like she does have raw power because of her lineage and all that stuff. I'm just saying, like, I wish we would saw more of that, and then maybe even though I like her character, I wish we would saw more of that, so that people would have been less complaining and stuff.
Well, I think what they should have done with her, instead of making her a Palpatine clone, is they should have done the Anakin route, where it was a Force birth.
That would have
made a lot more sense.
That's what I was hoping for. It was like an immaculate conception of Rey, like, to where not necessarily space Jesus, like Anakin kind of turned out to be a little bit, but no, just something like that, where it's like there's different versions of the one. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Matrix, where it's like, we're going to go through this over and over until we get the right one. She was able to beat Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens because he got shot in the chest by the freaking crossbow.
Yeah, man. And Chewbacca's crossbow is not to be messed with, man.
But something about that. Look, Rey, can we all just agree that my man Finn was done dirty? He was supposed to be a Jedi, and he wasn't. And
yes.
Now he's... I don't know if it's canon or not, but that Lego Star Wars special, that's when he trains now? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, apparently the Lego Star Wars special is canon. So
I love, but I'm just gonna say I love that holiday special. Like,
that's a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with it. Like my nephews love that, like just because of the Legos and stuff like that. But they actually like the story and with the milk, just the milk mustache. Luke Skywalker just cracked me up. The little blue milk.
And I like how they're taking shots at each other at their own. How they were with the sequels. I thought it was fun. I hope they do another one.
Yeah, I agree. Like, just like not necessarily a Life Day special or something like that, but just a random.
I still think they need, if they release the Ewok stuff and the droid cartoons and the holiday special Boba Fett cartoon, just release the full holiday special. Why not at this point? It's all over YouTube. You can go watch it anyway.
It's true. We watched it with
no joke. Oh really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Low key, I actually like to watch the holiday special every Christmas. I do. I watch it every I watch it every year.
That's when we watched it. It was me, Tony, Johnny Pop, and Enosh. It was 2 cents on nonsense. We watched the holiday special. It was great. I had such a fun time.
I couldn't finish it. I'm sorry. When I was watching it, I was like, oh my gosh.
If I hadn't have been with other people, I wouldn't have watched it. I don't think I would have watched it either. Like, I've heard stories about it and stuff like that, but I'm like, yeah. I was like, is that Jefferson's Starship? Yes, it is.
I mean, I would like to see a modern version of it, though, to be honest, to see how it would look.
Yeah, but like, think of the artists. Like, if they were to actually bring in like musical acts, like a variety show type thing, it's like, do we really want Cardi B in Star Wars?
No. Never mind.
Hold up. Hey, hold on. Lady Gaga's an actress now. She could be in Star Wars.
That's true. Let's see some poker face with Jedi's.
Yeah. Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, get some pop singers in Star Wars. Cardi B, though.
Cardi B, oh my god. I can see it too. That's the weird part. I can see it totally happening too.
She voices a robot.
It's Wadge, wet ass Jedi. Like, oh no.
You know what they should do? I want to see a Watto Disney Plus show. I want to see the Adventures of Watto post Revenge of the Sith.
Where he's all just destitute.
Like, it's not even that. It's like his reaction. It's like, oh man, did I make Anakin go to the dark side by having him as a slave and not taking care of his mom?
A gambling ruined me.
It could be like a good commentary on gambling addiction.
Oh no, Aaron.
You know?
That's Justin Bieber in there. Some Selena Gomez.
I'm just saying, guys. I think a Watto series could be a great commentary by Disney on gambling addiction. You know, it could be like the Logan of the Star Wars universe.
Oh, there we go. With a little firework from Katy Perry.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh, there you go.
Demi Lovato.
Some Frozen in there.
Maybe they just put Elsa in Star Wars. There's no explanation. Just Elsa's there.
Yeah, right. They're gonna do like
Elsa was the one who created the planet Hoth all along.
It's gonna be like Space Jam, where they get all the IP from Disney and they shove it into one movie.
Oh man. Stop giving Disney ideas.
Hey man, if any of these stick, wouldn't it be fantastic? You heard it here first, guys.
Eddie, no. Why'd you post that, man?
I can see it.
You know what though? They need to canonize.
Dress up like a Wookiee.
They need to canonize Chewbacca's family. I want to see Lumpy, Itchy, Nala. I want to see all of them come back.
Absolutely.
Especially Lumpy.
Jonas, I would not want to see that.
Hey, Aaron's right though. All the people he named worked for Disney in the past.
Yeah, they did. They could go. I don't know. That's crazy.
Oh man, it's still storming at your place, RJ.
Yeah, it's Darth Palpatine is outside. He's upset at May the 4th. He's not a big fan of it, you know.
He's like, they didn't like my Jedi, huh? All right.
They didn't like the sequel trilogy, eh?
Are you guys still waiting? I think this will be a thing. I just don't know when he would appear, but I know for a fact that they have to bring him in, Jar Jar back somehow.
The rumor was that Jar Jar is going to be in the Obi-Wan show. That's been a rumor for a while. I don't think it's true, but
please and thank you. Like,
I think it might get a series more so than a movie.
It's gonna be yes, I agree. More of a series for the Old Republic. I would be down for. Starting with Revan and concluding with Bane. Yeah, no, sign me up. Sign me up. Oh, what? We're getting nice cool. Son in Obi-Wan?
Yeah, O'Shea.
Oh, heck yeah.
O'Shea Jackson's going to be in Obi-Wan.
Dude, so. I loved him in that. Like, I loved him in some of the stuff he's been in. That's going to be great. No, what happened to Jar Jar was after the Empire fell, he got blamed for it.
Because he gave power to Palpatine in the Senate. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he ends up being a clown on
the streets of Naboo. Yeah, children's entertainer.
Yeah, it was in was the Aftermath. The last book they had.
You know, I mean, maybe he'll go. Maybe Misa goes to Tatooine for a little bit to get a vacation.
Let's see.
Binks and Grogu buddy cop Disney.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. I need to see more Jar Jar. I have no problem with Jar Jar. Yes, he was shtick, but who cares, man? Especially finding out what happened to Ahmed Best afterwards. Like, the man did not deserve that kind of hate.
No, he did not.
Hashtag put Eddie in Star Wars.
Or Jake Lloyd.
Yeah,
Oh,
poor Jake
dude,
Lloyd,
Jake
man.
Lloyd. I mean, granted, okay, young Annie did give me a headache, but like,
I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick.
yippee!
Are you an angel?
Yeah, I think I spend too much time helping other people's channels grow to have 163 subs. Make sure to share this out, subscribe. No, it's all good. I actually like going on other people's channels and having the conversations and stuff like that. A lot of times it's hard for me to set aside the time other than like playing video games and stuff like that. Just doing some certain live streams by myself is not it's not very fun just to sit here and talk with yourself. And as far as editing videos goes, it's like sometimes it just gets too tedious, especially with YouTube and not being able to like use music that you want to use. It really kind of yeah.
Editing's hard, man. It's difficult.
But it's fun though. I enjoy it. It's just it's hard to get like footage for one, and then like actual usable stuff. I mean, like, yeah, I could do like selfie style videos and stuff like that, but if I want to actually like, you know, shoot coverage and have, you know, a different angles of a conversation, it's a little bit difficult. Let's see here. Let's see here. That movie with him and Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. Oh, do you know, I dug that movie. I forgot what it was called, but I did like that movie.
I didn't watch it, but I know what movie he's talking about.
Let's see here. You think you'll see a young Jenna in the Lana show? Ooh, that would be interesting. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. Because they didn't really establish that very well in Rise of Skywalker that they were related. That was the implications in like the books and stuff, but they didn't really, you know.
Yeah, it was implied, but it wasn't. Like, yeah, dude. No, HD always hooks it up on the links, man. That's why you got the wrench, brother. All right, let's see here.
You know what? Put Seth Rogen in Star Wars.
Nah.
No, I could see it, dude. Eddie sitting in the background with a bounty hunter mask on, just kind of chilling in Jabba's palace, waiting for Boba Fett to say something.
No, I want to be a Jedi actually, so you know.
Well, there you go. Well, maybe we can expand, like in a few years down the road, is actually get a little bit after what happened in Rise of Skywalker. Like, does she kind of do the rebuilding of the Jedi thing, or is it going to be like Luke Skywalker all over again?
I mean, I know people are gonna get mad about this, but she's gonna be the freaking Grandmaster and stuff. So,
Rhea, she only came here for the prequel memes. I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating.
I
and it gets everywhere.
They were animals, and I slaughtered them like animals.
You underestimate my power.
I mean, no joke though. Like, that was probably my favorite part of that movie, though.
Oh, Attack of the Clones,
bro. When he got pissed and like took out that camp, like,
yeah. No,
bro,
in
like,
theory, that's an amazing scene. It's just the execution, like afterward. It's like the dialogue's just like, oh. I think this is my opinion. I think Attack of the Clones is the worst prequel movie.
Yeah, exactly. No, like, we were talking about this earlier, Taylor. I think it'd be kind of cool to see Kyle Katarn come back into the fold.
Yeah, I would love if he came back.
Oh, thank you, sir. Let's see. Right. No, I definitely enjoy. I started out with Max doing streams with him, and like it's just kind of been fun. Lately, I've just been tired of some of the stuff that I got on it for, which was kind of some of the drama surrounding Star Wars and stuff like that, and then we kind of just fell into the Snyderverse stuff, and you know, it went from there.
Yay, Snyderverse!
Yay! Well, and then Marvel had to come out and, like, you know, show everybody how to do it.
Just a big old slap.
Like, hold my beer, guys. Let me show you how this is done. We're gonna put out a real slate of movies. You know,
but guys, we do have a real slate: Peacemaker, Zatanna, Our Man.
Hey,
we're thriving in DC.
I like Zatanna. I like.
That's
Zatanna.
right.
Black
There you
Hawk.
go.
That was a Steven Spielberg one, right?
That's right.
Yeah, is
I
that
like
even
to
still
put others
happening?
over. Well, your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, I'm excited for Zatanna.
Well, I saw that on Twitter. Okay, like Vero was posting like, "What's the director you'd like to see most on Star Wars?" And I'm just like, I got
I love Star Wars, so
yeah. I won that game last night.
You have negative like.
I was negative 300.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh man. I would rather see. I'm the opposite. I would rather see.
That Jeopardy game was hilarious because like Louis the Lobster Man, you're never gonna live that down.
Well, I thought King Louis sandwich. No, okay, all right. Crab, lobster, different animal altogether.
Because King Louis is from the Jungle Book, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
King Louis from the Jungle Book.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying there might be some announcements today. Who knows? Since we can speculate, how about that? Ryan Johnson trilogy.
Yeah, how about that Ryan Johnson trilogy?
Don't bring that up, Eddie. It's like a taboo thing.
I mean, you might as well talk about it, and I would doubt if Ryan Johnson doesn't say something today either.
No, he's already posted stuff today.
He did?
No,
Yeah.
I don't care, man. Like, if they want to do that, then go right ahead. That's right, Black Ops. We came down to the wire there. We had it, brother.
I think he will finish it, but they'll come with some bullshit saying, actually, never mind. And I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's doing Knives Out with Netflix, man.
He's gonna be busy for a little bit.
And not only that, but it's kind of the situation with the Snyder stuff. It's like if they were to go forward with it, they'd have announced something by now. Like with the Dan and Dave connection with they were supposed to write a whole storyline, but they're gone. You know what I mean? So it's like Star Wars writers and directors, the stories, they come and they go. You know what I mean? So it's like I won't believe it until I see like the firm boom, this is what's coming kind of thing.
I get that, but he always like once in a while he says, "Oh no, I'm still working on it," and it's not like the Snipers how they're not saying anything because Kathleen Kennedy said it herself that he is getting one, so it's coming from the boss. And I'm saying if we don't get it, it's whatever. I'm just like I am. Even if we don't get it, if they don't go through with it, and I still want to see what he came up with, like anything from storyboards or any scripts, maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd like to see it in like an animated movie. I mean, what the hell? It'd probably be a lot easier at this point to do it that way, because I liked the DC animated universe, like that series of movies was fantastic, like from Flashpoint to Justice League Dark 2, Apocalypse War. No, I'm down. Like, and especially with like tying it back into Star Wars, like Star Wars animation has been the highlight of the last few years. I mean, with Rebels, the Clone Wars. I mean, say what you want about Resistance. I mean, it kind of told some of the sequels from a different perspective, which I found to be pretty cool. But like, I don't know, it was kind of goofy as far as what I was expecting. But then again, it's for kids. Like, my main thing with Star Wars is how old were you when you first saw it?
Yeah. That's the
who it's
thing
intended
about the
for.
sequel trilogy. Like, I know a lot of people hate it, but there's a lot of kids growing up on it. I know they like to pretend that kids don't like Star Wars anymore, but they do.
Dude,
my
nephew likes Kylo Ren. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I'm saying like a whole new generation is going to be raised on these movies, whether people like it or not. So, just like the prequels,
Yep, exactly like the prequels. I mean, you guys were little kids when the prequels came out, so like,
of course, the Star Wars is for little kids.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. It's like that's the whole thing. It's like Star Wars is for kids, and the reason why you liked it is because the first time you saw it, chances are you were probably a kid.
Yes, and the people are saying, what about all that stuff that we saw back then with some mild violence and blood? I'm just saying that when that movie came out, that's basically they didn't care about really stuff like PG and stuff like that. That's why they're like, it is what it is.
Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't like over the top, like gory violence either. I mean, when the dude got his arm chopped off in the cantina, it was like red. It wasn't anything over the top. I mean, even in Empire Strikes Back, I mean, you didn't see anything when Luke got his hand lopped off. It was just whoop,
Speaking of that, recently in the comic books, apparently they implied that the Empire got their hands on Luke's hands for cloning purposes.
Yeah,
they'd have
Snoke.
to.
Comics.
Snoke.
Yeah, I could see it.
I mean,
especially with,
my bad, but people were mad about that. But I was like, it makes sense. Them collecting, blood and tissue samples to make. They already established that they were making, experiments. So why not?
well, and that's one of like the most disappointing parts of the Force Awakens. Where did the effing lightsaber come from? Like, how did it get taken from the bowels of Cloud City and end up at Maz Kanata's cantina?
The Force. That's all you have to know. The Force made it happen.
The veil of the Force. The world between worlds made it happen. It retconned Luke getting his hand chopped off.
The sequel trilogy movie retconned.
Such a reach. Let's see here. Here's 4 when the Revenge of the Sith came out. Damn, I was 20. I was 20 when that movie, or no, 22 when that movie came out.
I mean, Brian, I do have to give him credit because that it does make sense, even though they'll never do it with the veil of the Force and everything. It does make sense, but they'll never do that.
Well, yeah, true, but that would be like if Star Wars were to go a multiverse direction, you know what I mean? Where it's like you have your Elseworlds, and it'd be a way that you could tie in, your continuity for Legends and stuff like that. I could see some of that. And
Yeah, because they said it was a place where it was a point of time and space and all that stuff. The I guess multiverse aspects too. But like I'm saying, why would they retcon that? Like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
No, it would be them admitting a mistake. I remember when Pepsi, Coke, Croatia. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting.
You know what they should do?
X2.
Buy some Coca-Cola and get to see episode 10 5 years early.
Last Jedi was disappointed, and that's mean to hate people who love it. Okay, so like, here's a couple of the things which I will quickly say my piece on. The whole Luke Skywalker going to Octo thing, totally can see it. Like, both of his masters before him did the same damn thing for similar reasons. The attempt on Ben Solo's life. I've heard that blood is thicker than water, but no, I'm sorry, dude. If my nephew was a mass murderer, or if even I got a hint of that, then yeah, I would do everything in my power to change that situation. So like, I don't see the arguments against The Last Jedi.
I don't know, Brian, because they bastardized his character. He will never do that. He's Luke Skywalker.
Bullshit. First off, what do they know other than it was based off of Legends? They're just pissed because they didn't get to see Dark Empire on the big screen. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, that's what the sequel trilogy haters are all about. They're pissed because they didn't get to see the Legends movie. So
yeah.
So get over it, fanboys.
I mean, they're throwing still bones at the Legends fans, Thrawn is in Rebels. Thrawn is going to be in The Mandalorian going forward, that universe with Ahsoka and everything, so.
Yeah, not only that, but they're still forgetting about the entire Old Republic that they can tap into, which is thousands of years of history before anything that we've seen. So it's like, no, dude, just relax. Just relax. Just because you didn't see everything. And not only that, but I wouldn't have wanted to see that. Because it's like, well, I already know what's going to happen. So why would I want to watch a movie where I already know what's going to happen? It didn't make any sense to me. So, like, I don't know. I'm glad that they did what they did. You know,
HG, I don't think Palpatine will accept $60 to go away. You know, he's just booming right now. He's just upset, man.
it's true. This is true. This is very true.
Actually, you know what would be funny? I think I mentioned this to Enosh. I would love to see them do more of the Family Guy Star Wars parodies.
I said it
see
too.
them do the prequel trilogy.
He said it. He said Steph MacFarlane said he doesn't want to do it though. The prequels and stuff like that.
Why not, man? It'd be amazing.
I swear, if he would have did the prequels one, it would have been so funny. Oh my gosh!
They have the rights. They can do it if they want to.
Possibility. No, I didn't Robot Chicken do that, or no? That was.
Yeah, they did a little bit of it. You know.
Yeah. Let's see. That's it. That's it. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is where we can bring in like a Zack Snyder. What the hell? Why not? Because you're dealing with the light and the dark. Like, I think that would be so really cool to see the dichotomy there, and some patented Zack Snyder slow mo would be awesome. Like, no. That's my fan cast right there. Like, I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, I love that. That'd be great.
Oh, Gareth Edwards. Actually, not have his movie like messed with too much. That would be pretty good.
Ultimately, though, it worked down the end because Rogue One was pretty good. So
this is true. This is very true. But like, didn't like Trank start it off or something like that?
No. Josh Trank was going to do a Boba Fett movie, but then they got canned, then because of Fan Four Stick, and then Gareth Edwards. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It wouldn't be a Star Wars celebration without people like this. So let's see.
That's right. We gotta have the negative opinion of the sequel trilogies here in the flesh.
I was gonna buy a Raylo shirt. It's a good one too. It's like it looks funny. I'll think about buying it later.
Raylos are weird.
Yeah. But yeah, something about the Bad Batch. Look, Star Wars in general is at a bad place with the wokeness and virtue signaling of females SAW nonsense. And when I saw the first episode of Bad Batch, the one thing I thought of first was this little girl. This little girl that has no training at all was able to beat a trained soldier with one shot. Are you kidding me? She's a Mary Sue. That shows you how they're already bringing in the SAW politics for no reason. And they said she was enhanced. If she's force sensitive or anything else, I would not. The first episode, in my opinion, just all the SAW nonsense was already told me that this show's gonna be bad.
So you're not a fan of
I'm telling you right now,
Darth Revan?
I don't want to watch it. Star Wars should be at a good place right now, and stuff because of stuff like this, we can never be positive about anything. And I'm just saying, though, they had to stop bringing so much. They had to stop telling us about respecting women because obviously that's getting tiresome already. And like I say, we're real Star Wars fans. We speak for all fans when we say this. Then we don't want none of that identity politics nonsense. And if they continue with that, fans will be done.
I saw this and I was like, this is amazing. It's Ronald McDonald's Instagram account posting Happy May the 4th with all the McDonald's characters.
No, I'm just gonna say I love today. Like, thank you, Twitter. Like, it's fantastic. Like, I love all the emojis that they have now with, like, you know, hashtag Grogu. That's cool. Ahsoka. Like, it's a good time to be a Star Wars fan, ladies and gents. Like,
is it though, Ryan? Really?
Yes, it is.
Look, even Herman, look.
Even the haters can find something to love about this. Kevin Smith's post made me laugh really hard because you know, everybody knows that Mark Hamill is Cockknocker. So yeah.
Look, even Ryan Johnson made a post.
Damn right. Director, son.
Who are you talking to when you said that, Rhea? You're talking about me. I can't stand that guy either.
Oh, there we go. Look.
Yeah, see? Cockknocker.
That's amazing.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, man. I thought that was pretty funny too, Ben Schwartz. With the Clancy Brown.
Got some Troy Baker here. T-Pain.
That's awesome, man. See, celebrities loving Star Wars, man. That's what's up.
Peyton Reed. I like this Phil Lamar.
Oh, Kit Fisto. That's right. He went down quick. Hey, Truth, what's happening, man? Not much, dude. We're just talking some Star Wars, man. Having a good time. Talking about what we love.
I like how even like NASA and stuff hops in on this. All the SpaceX programs.
You mean what we used to love, Brian?
Oh no, I love Star Wars, man. Like I said, you take the good, you take the bad, man.
That's it.
I didn't like the prequels. I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like I was one of those anti prequels people. But yeah, no. So I mean, when it comes full circle, like nah, it's good times. It's good times.
Yeah, it's whatever. I actually do like them, but I understand why people don't. And I wouldn't, like I told you before when we had that conversation, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were one of the haters too, saying, you know, George Lucas has to get out of Star Wars. He doesn't know what he's doing. They'll probably never admit it, but I'm pretty sure.
Hold up. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna share my audio because like that blows me away. Apparently, a seal learned how to sing the Star Wars song.
I could see it sitting on a Pier 39 in San Francisco. What's up, Brian? How's it going, bud?
Oh, that's cool. I love animals, man. That's just awesome. Even the golden nights.
Yeah, you guys must have went on for days last night. Man.
We went on until about 5 a.m. So yeah, I was exhausted, man. I didn't sleep until like 5:30.
Hey, welcome, Tristan. Welcome. Yeah, no, I can't keep doing those late night streams anymore, man. It gets me so tired.
Yeah, it's for so long too. That's why I wasn't tired, but I was like, damn, like, you know.
I had to watch Bad Batch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was sneak watching it. I was like, I had to.
Eddie, does this Raylo stuff trigger you?
Oh no! Like, one of the shirts, like I think one of them, the one I'm buying is like a full form one of both of them kissing. It's to be on the middle, so it's like, you know.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh man.
No, I will tell you that was weird. They even though they established, it wasn't even really kind of connection, and they didn't really have, you know, it was just weird.
Oh, yeah, you missed it, Brian. You missed it last night. You know, I just like farted on stream. I don't know if you caught that.
Oh, there you go again.
No, like Saggy did like a whole bit with me and John Cena, and she did the slow clap, and then Enosh responded just by farting right into the mic.
Eddie Luther.
Saggy was like laughing for like a solid minute.
Nah, I just was really tired, and I was gonna watch that Bad Batch, and glad I did. Me
too.
To be honest, yeah. Looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen next. I'm hoping they run into, you know, I want to see Rex during this time, you know.
Oh yeah, that'd be incredible.
Oh, especially after he split up with Ahsoka and stuff. I mean, like,
do you think Rex might be in the Ahsoka show on Disney Plus?
He has to be, like,
because like it's post Return of the Jedi, but wasn't he like super old? What about like clone lifespans and all that? You know.
Well, I mean, I know they have like accelerated, but I'm wondering if like that reaches a point and then it stops, or does it just keep going? But if it like, that's the thing though. If it had kept going by the time like the accelerated growth would have taken place in the Rebels, Rex would have been hella old. You know what I mean? So maybe
because they in the canon, there's a shot of the Rebels, and one of them has like a long beard. He's like an older looking dude, and they made it canon that's Captain Rex, which I love.
So, well, yeah, in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. Yeah,
the beard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't sleep. Yeah, no, this is true. This is very true.
Yeah. Enosh's like, oh, it's like 6 a.m. I should probably go to bed. I'm like, yeah, it's 6 a.m. Go to bed, man. How do you do?
Like, I gotta get up and go to church in an hour. It's like, how could you? How? Let's see. Get our Star Wars news today. Honestly, I'm kind of a little. I don't want to say disappointed, but yeah, I figured
It's been
we'd have had
quiet.
some.
It's been a quiet day. I mean, I feel like they just wanted people to talk about Bad Batch. They don't want to take away from that, which is
Well,
fine.
mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. They might
They
drop
really-
something in the evening, maybe. Maybe like, hey, first look at Obi-Wan or something. I don't know.
What was that era
Hey.
come to?
I think I meant Ezra.
Yeah.
I don't look like Ezra at all. I'd probably get canceled if I try to play him.
I could see Eddie being Ezra.
Yeah.
There you go. You found your place in the mythos, my friend. Honestly, I've done it before. Whenever you see me like lean forward like this and kind of, that's a fart. Not gonna lie. You're sitting there for 3 hours, man. It's like, no, dude.
So funny story.
Let her rip.
Lego Star Wars. So I used to play the game all the time, and you always start the game off by playing as in the complete saga. You always play episode 1 first. There's a level where you play as Queen Amidala and Captain Panaka. As a kid though, I could never pronounce Panaka, so me and my brother, we'd always just call him Captain Pancakes. That's what we call him now. Like that character to us is Captain Pancakes every time we see him.
Well, he was in the book Leia, Princess of Alderaan.
Was he?
Yeah, he ended up being the Moff of the area. Like he was in charge of Naboo.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, they still had the queen, but it was more like a figurehead position.
It's like the royal family today.
Yeah, he was like the imperial regent, and then
got assassinated. He went to go work for the Empire.
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Was he like? Did he like believe in the Empire? Or was he just working for them as a
No? It was just a government position. Like it was an
okay.
extension of his like lieutenant governorship of at the time. So
and then he got assassinated.
It was really interesting. Like Leia goes and visits, and then he like looks at her and he's like, "Wait a minute,
why do you look like Padme?
Why do you look like exactly?" So I was like, "Oh man, no, that was actually a great little story that they did." Leia, Princess of Alderaan. It introduces Holdo like properly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and it talks about like Leia's days at the Imperial Academy, learning and going to school and stuff, and like being part of like the young government that they have going on, and like her parents' role in the rebellion. Like, no, dude, there's a lot of books that they came out with that are just fantastic. Like The Force Collector, that was another one. It was like kind of out there, but it took place right before the sequel trilogy took place, and basically what it did was it told the entire story of the original Star Wars, like the prequels and the sequel, or prequels and the originals, through touching Force objects. Like he finds C-3PO's arm, the golden one, not the red one, but his other arm, and when he touches it, he gets the story of like how he lost that arm. So it's really, really cool. Like just the psychopathy where they could touch an object and then learn from the Force.
Or the Force Echo thing.
Yeah. It was like Force back visions, like where when Rey touched the lightsaber kind of deal.
Yeah, and Cal can do that too.
Mm-hmm. And then there was another guy in Clone Wars that can do it. I forgot his name, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He ended up hooking up with what's her face,
Ventress.
Yeah. Damn it! Why the hell can't I remember his name?
I know he's I think he's like a little bit darker than me, and he has like longer hair. I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I can see that. Yeah, with all the thunder and lightning going on. Let's see here. I'm on personally with all stuff. Heck yeah! If you need anybody, Ray, just let us know, man. We're more than happy to come and join in. Let's see here. Sure.
That's how I feel about the Snyderverse.
There you go. Let's see here. We'll all be really old, and it'll just be like geriatric Justice League. Batman will really be in a walker.
Oh my gosh.
Get over here. I am the knight.
The movie you've been waiting for 40 years.
The most anticipated sequel that took the longest to come out. Oh
we
man.
listened to the fans and we brought it. I was like, oh my god.
You spoke and we listened. 30 years later. Oh man. Tired of RJ and the Peacemaker. All right. That's right. Batman never gets out of it. No, this is true. This is very true, dude. Palpatine sucks and shocks all at the same time. Well, heck, man. Let's see. I'll probably end up. We'll wrap it up at the hour and a half mark. Shoot, what the heck, man? I think we've had a good chat about some Star Wars, man. Like, in conclusion, man, what do you think of today, man? Like, just the Bad Batch and oh, there we go, dude. Like a young Palpatine. Yeah, no, make it happen.
Yeah, I know people.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be on my phone. So hopefully this works.
There you go. It's all good. It's all good. No, we're probably gonna wrap it up in a little bit.
Yeah,
anyways.
I think my whole power went out. So I think Palpatine struck the house with lightning. So I don't know what's going on.
I can see it. I could see it. I could see it. You're gonna have to go to the world between worlds and do the little thing, and you'll get your power back.
Oh man.
Just you got to let Kanan die, though. You got to let him die. Heck yeah, dude. No, it's definitely, dude. May the fourth be with you. But yeah, no, Eddie. Like, what are your thoughts of today, man? Like, disappointed, happy, content? Like, what you got going on?
Well, I didn't want to have to say this, but oh no, I was happy. Yeah, I love the Bad Batch. Seeing all these people just show their appreciation and love for Star Wars, no matter even if they don't like the sequels, at least they're showing love for what they been like, what they grew up with, or what they're getting to know right now.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good seeing it. All these people tweeting out saying, "Oh, look, I love this. I love this. I like this movie. I like this movie. Oh, did you watch this?" It's just fun to see, to get into talks and stuff like that, and to see people just being happy about it. Like I'm saying, be positive.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, even if you have problems with how it's going on right now, well, at any point there was you were a fan of it. You were happy about it at some point. So just tune into that point and just sequels, prequels, original. It doesn't matter. Just show love, I guess, for today.
Yeah, that's why I love today. It's a day of positivity. It's a day for us to celebrate as fans. That's what this day is all about, really.
Yeah. So what are your final thoughts on the day, man? Like, I mean, granted, today's just getting halfway through. I mean, we could still get some kind of an announcement coming forward. So, I mean, there's still plenty of time. But as for now, like with the Bad Batch and the Twitter response, how you feeling today, man?
I mean, it's been pretty positive, I would say. I mean, we haven't got like any crazy announcements or anything, but Bad Batch was awesome. And, it's just nice seeing everyone be positive and engaging in conversations together. It's like we're all like Star Wars fans. It's the day of celebration.
Yeah, this is true. Now, for me, I think we're getting to the point where there's a little bit of Star Wars for everyone. So I mean, like, you might not like the sequels, but there's parts of the stuff that there's cool to like. You know what I mean? So there's a little bit of something for everyone. Whether you be more like the Old Republic lore type person, where you want to learn more about the Force proper and stuff like that, or you like the smuggler ring and the crime syndicates and all that kind of stuff having to do with the scoundrel smuggler style of Star Wars. So it's like when you start playing like the Old Republic game, you can choose different characters, like different starting points. So like hey man, like you could be a rogue for a day. You know what I mean? Like it's great, you know, and a soldier the next. So, like I said, I'm glad. It's been a fun ass year on YouTube. Thank you to my friends RJ, Eddie, Saggy. Um, I had a couple other people that I was gonna get on, but it's just schedule wise. I was trying to maximize my time with as many folks as I can get because, like I said, I sometimes I just don't like doing these kind of streams by myself, especially when it's a celebration.
Yeah, man, we'll have a party here, you know.
Damn right.
So.
And a fun party it's been. I mean, hell, I think I've actually had more steady viewers on this stream than I have like ever. So, thanks for stopping by, everyone, man. This has been so much fun. Like, yeah.
That's what it's all about, man. It's coming together and talking about what we love.
And like I said, with everything that's been going on, you know, and differences of opinion and worrying about, you know, what we are and are not going to see going forward in other properties. It's good to know that there's still something out there that, you know, we can still get behind and be positive about, you know, and that doesn't involve, you know, comic book situations where it's fighting. It's like, it's not Marvel DC, you know what I mean? It's like, it's Star Wars. It stands on its own, you know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, granted, there's the whole argument between like Star Wars and Star Trek, but let's be honest. I mean, they're not the same.
I always found that whole feud between the fandoms of Star Trek and Star Wars to be absolutely hilarious. It really makes no sense.
You know what it is? It's because I've always equated it, and this is going to sound kind of weird, but like Star Wars fans are the jocks. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to go back to like Revenge of the Nerds, like Star Trek fans are nerds, straight up.
Yeah, like hardcore nerds.
Yes, and your Star Wars fans tend to be more of the cool kids. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like you know, captain of the football team cool kids, but you know, just you're more normal as it were. So like, but yeah, no, I'm glad that we could have had so much fun today talking about Star Wars, man. And I hope it continues. I hope there's a few more people that do some streams today later on that I can jump on and
absolutely, man.
Some more. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I had so much fun just setting this up and thinking about it, and it's been a real trip, man. And I'm glad that you guys could come along experience it with me. All right, well, we'll wrap it up. Eddie, where can they find you, my friend?
I can't stress this enough. Please just look for me in Geeks and Gamers. That's all I have to say. Just kidding. You can find me at All My Ideas. And first, before I finish this, look, I there might be a chance that some people might make certain streams of their own, and they might speak negative. Look, I think they have their right to feel that way if they do. I'm not gonna lie. Even though sometimes we do criticize it, I think, like I'm saying, fans, people have difference of opinions, and you should respect it. Even when you think it's BS, just, you know, don't really engage. Like, today's supposed to be about being positive, so please just keep it that way. That's it. Even if you see some people being foul about it, please just keep it that way. It's, you know. But yes, you can find me at All My Ideas on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And on Twitter. Both of them are All My Ideas. It's not that hard to find me. So please just subscribe and, you know, just do all that stuff. It's not that hard, people.
That's right. Get this man over 600 subscribers. He just hit 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Mr. RJ.
Yeah, when my power isn't out and Papa Palpatine isn't striking down upon me for liking the sequel trilogy a little bit, you know. You can find me at Resident Justice on Twitter. It's right in my name. I'm also on YouTube at Resident Justice as well. I just hit a milestone myself of 400 subs. So if you guys want to check out what I do, I did a fun stream the other day talking about some Brie Larson reactionary videos. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Maybe not so much fun for Brian because he had to suffer.
That's right. No, I had a lot of fun.
But thank you guys for having me on this. I had a lot of fun talking about Star Wars stuff. It's just nice, you know, just like nerd out and just, you know, chill out for an hour and a half.
Yeah, no, that's kind of why I wanted to do this. But now I'm thirsty. I need to get some water. Like I'm dry mouth like crazy. No, to answer your question, there is a Star Trek Day, and there was also First Contact Day. First Contact Day was last month. Star Trek Day last year sucked. I almost got my channel taken down. So we're not gonna discuss that. Don't show the panels. Bad idea. But anyways, thank you for joining everybody in the chat. I love you guys. You don't have to spend your time listening to me, and I appreciate the fact that you do. And much love. Hopefully we can go rewatch something in Star Wars that you love today. I mean, what the hell? Go watch the holiday special. Do it for your children.
It's fun. It's
right.
bad, but it's fun.
That's right. I mean, nowhere are you going to see Donna Summer and Jefferson Starship on the same billing. So just go do it. All right, everybody. Let's see here. I think we'll get way out of here. All right. I think this will work.
Why do you want to listen to the TV with the stereo on?
Because I like to party.
You know what?
All right, guys. Have a good night.